This is spring cleanup at Laurel and Davey's on April 18th. So since they had someone, or they're going to have someone helping them with the front yard, we didn't touch it very much today. They did ask that we just deadhead these daffodils and take care of some weeds on their porch here, which we did. And then we just spent the rest of the time in the back. So along this pathway, we took care of debris that was along this porch, and then a whole bunch of weeds in this pavement here, all the way down. Weeded and fluffed and cleaned up this bed. And then weeded through these stones as well. And then in the back here, we got all the way to the back of this bed, picking up leaves and debris, and then weeding a whole bunch. We cleaned up the edge of this grass a little bit, and then just fluffed and raked all along here. Everything's looking pretty good here. And then same within this bed, just picking up debris. We trimmed off the dead parts of these plants here, and cleaned up this grass edge a little bit. Weeded, fluffed, and picked up debris along here, underneath these shrubs, and around the side. There were a lot of weeds in these stones, so we also took care of those, and in these river stones as well. We gave this ground cover a little fluff to help it come back to life, and then we also rounded out this shrub a little bit because it was looking a bit wild. Back around the side here was just more debris and weeding in the beds and in these pathway stones along the side. In this corner, we grabbed a lot of stuff that had come in from this back corner that we don't maintain, but we weeded along here so it wasn't spreading, and then also picked up debris back behind all of these big trees, underneath them and everything too. So everything should be all set back here. Weeded in these stones, picked up debris along this back corner here, and then all the way along the side. We cleaned out and gave these pots a little fluff. Weeded and cleaned out this bed and fluffed all this soil. Cleaned out this ground cover and these other ground covers around here. There was, I forgot to mention, a lot of grass that was growing in this ground cover over here. So we spent some time weeding all the grass that had been growing out of this. I think we got all of it. And the same thing was happening in this, I think, fairy tuft over here or something. Grass was growing out of this too, so we just took some time to weed that out. We cut this ivy back a little bit so it was growing less into the plants, but we could definitely spend some more time kind of weeding it out of this candy tuft so that it doesn't interrupt its growing too much, but we didn't have time for that today. In this corner, we took care of weeding in between these stones, cleaning up debris the way along here and around the side. Pruned back this rose bush a little bit just with the dead parts and some crisscross parts. Weeded and fluffed and picked up debris along here. And then with these two ivy trellises, we also cut the ivy back a little bit so it was growing less into the garden plants. And picked up more debris along this side and also on their patio here. Also pruned this rose bush just a little bit, but this one was looking pretty good. Just more debris and weeding here, and then just debris and weeding here in this bed. Just fluffed and picked up debris, cleaned up the edge of the grass a little bit, and shaped this shrub just a little bit because it was growing a bit too far into the grass. I think that was it for this bed. It's pretty simple, just debris and fluffing. Yeah, I think that was it for today. I'm trying to remember if there was anything that I forgot to mention. For next time, we'll just want to be keeping an eye on the grass growing into the ground cover here. And it seems like they're pretty interested in having their daffodils and other flowers deadheaded. So we can keep an eye on that, and also in the front too. Since they asked us to deadhead some daffodils in the front. We can just check in with Laurel every time we're here to see what she might like to have deadheaded up there. And everything else back here is looking really solid.